PipSnipers here, back for another update. Let's take a look at DGB over here. And very bullish on DGB. I know that the coin really hasn't moved for a very long time, actually going all the way back to 2020. Hasn't really seen an uptick, or it hasn't really seen bullish momentum for about going a little bit over 4 years now. But what this looks like is a macro and leading diagonal pattern, right? And it looks like it's just staying within this rising wedge, and it's just following the time cycles over here. So what bulls would want to see here going forward is a push off of the 78.6% fib and the 88.6% fib region. Okay, so all I did to find these targets over here is just take a fib from this low over here in March 2020 up to this high in May 2021. Okay, and then you can see that we're within that region of the 786 and the 886, and we can go all the way back to 2015. So this is a very old coin, and although it seems like it's dead, I feel like there is a possibility it can make a comeback, or at least come up towards the fib retracements. Okay, so going back to 2015, we have a leading diagonal in which the waves overlap each other for your A wave, come down in an ABC for your B wave, and then you have another 5 up for your C wave. Okay, so that would be creating wave 1 within this leading diagonal, and then you do a very similar structure to that of XRP, in which we have a 335 Elliot wave flat pattern for your bear market. So going back to 2018, you had a 3 down for your A, 3 up for your B in March 2020, and this B wave, unlike XRP, breached your A wave high. For XRP, it just kind of terminated below the last all-time high at $1.90, and then we went down. But for DGB, it did breach that last all-time high. So it's still considered a flat pattern. So you have a 3 down in your A, 3 up in your B, and then a 5 wave move to the downside within your C wave. Okay? So this is just a A, B, C correction in the form of a flat pattern. It looks like a rug to the untrained eye, but this actually is just the C wave. Just this part over here is just the C wave. So it looks like we're within that region where bulls would want to see a bounce come in. Okay, so within this region, bulls would want to see a bounce for the anticipation of that third leg up. Now, I don't think the third leg will overextend or overshoot past the last all-time high by too much, simply because it's just a little bit more of an older coin, and just the shape that it's taking over here. And your best bet would be to TP at the 702 and the 786, sitting at 6 to 8 cent. Okay, you could take some over here, but you would want to take majority here at the 702, 786, and the reason for that is because this is just the way the algo in crypto works. You tend to see a reversal at the 702 and 786, right? So to be safe, you'd want to take majority here, and then definitely leave some aside just in case we go ahead and fulfill inefficiency at the upper bounds of this leading diagonal pattern, or in other words, our rising wedge. Okay, so you just take profit all the way up here, and you should be okay. And you can see that we're just following the time cycle. So you see how you went from the apex, you started the structure, and then going into the peak of this curve, we topped out. And then going into the apex again, you bottomed out, right? Going into the peak of the curve, you top out. Coming down to the apex, we bottom out, right? So what will this cycle bring over here, right? So that's the question on everyone's mind. But what we would want to see here going forward is a push up from this region, so we can confirm that this C wave is done. Okay, now we can actually go back here and take a look at DGB on this chart over here. So we'll take a look at it here. take a look at it on the daily time frame, and we have a possible diamond bottom pattern that's playing out over here, and this is the same pattern that's playing out on total 3. Okay, so bulls would definitely want to see this hold here, this diamond bottom. And you see how we swept these range lows over here? We swept these range lows right here. This actually still looks like Wyckoff. So this over here could be our spring. Okay, we wouldn't really want to, bulls wouldn't really want to lose this low over here. Okay, we have a wave 1, wave 2. This is your 3, 4, and 5, right? And we did come down to the 61.8% fib. Okay, so we would want to see this low hold over here. Okay, so this is the pair with more liquidity on the Binance. Okay, this would be considered our trendline liquidity. So we'll see how this plays out, but so far it is holding. Okay. So yeah, we'll definitely see how this plays out. We would want to see a bounce come in, and that bounce will likely come in when total 3 starts to really get going. I hope you guys enjoyed the DGB video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.